What's up? It's your favorite NPHP and welcome back to my channel. Let me say that again. Welcome back to my channel. So it's been 4 years since I dropped my last video. And for those of you who are new, my name is Harriet. I am a nocturnal hospitalist nurse practitioner, and I've been practicing now for 7 years this month. So this video is just going to be about where I've been, what I've been up to. Am I still practicing as a nurse practitioner? Obviously, yes, I am. And basically what to expect from my channel. So where have I been? So let me start on, I want to be honest and just transparent with you guys. So my children, father and I split. I had to learn to be a single mother, and that was a lot. Learning to be a single mother, learning to trust others to watch my kids when I'm at work. It was a lot. It was a lot. But I managed. So that happened right before COVID. Once COVID hit and it was locked down, I started to homeschool my kids. My son, he was in 4th and 5th grade. So I homeschooled for 2 years. So 4th and 5th grade, and then my daughter was pre-K and kindergarten. And then, like I said, COVID hit and I'm frontline, right? I experienced bad anxiety. My anxiety it was on 100. And I didn't go in and get checked and get diagnosed. I know the textbook definition of anxiety. I've treated patients with anxiety, and I've seen full-blown panic attacks in the hospital. So I knew what I was experiencing. I knew it was anxiety. And like I said, it was just so bad during COVID. I think it started obviously with because of the unknown. It was the unknown. And then it was the fear of bringing COVID back home to my kids. Again, my kids, lockdown, everyone was home. And then I continued to homeschool. And like I said, I was frontline. I did have the opportunity for a couple months. I believe it was like 4 to 6 months in the beginning. We were able to work from home doing cross cover. We stayed in close contact with one of the doctors that were in-house and communicated with them whenever they needed to go to bedside. That was amazing opportunity that we had. But then we were called back in. Once we started getting, hold of COVID, knew how it was transmitted, we had the proper PPE, we were called to come back in. And when we went back in the beginning, we didn't really admit patients with COVID because we didn't want to expose two providers. I work at a teaching hospital, so residents, physician assistants, nurse practitioners, we are able to admit, but then the doctor has to go behind and see the patients themselves and do their own exam assessment and, ask any further questions they may have. So like I said, in the beginning, when we did go back, we didn't really admit them. I was still taking care of COVID patients. So again, I covered cross cover, and patients that were already admitted to the hospital that were on my unit or on the units that I covered, if they decompensated during nighttime, I still had to go to bedside. So like I said, my anxiety was very, very bad during this time. I was experiencing panic attacks leaving the hospital and panic attacks waking up from my sleep. I remember one night I woke up and I texted one of the nocturnists I work with, one of my good friends, like, these are my symptoms. What is going on? He's like, I think it's panic attacks. I'm like, is it? And it's so weird how I was experiencing panic attacks leaving the hospital. And that's where I figured it was because of the fear of me bringing COVID home. Like, I remember I'll have a wonderful shift, and then I'll be walking to my car and just feel heaviness and short of breath. And then now I'm thinking, do I have COVID? Are these symptoms of COVID? But it was panic attacks. So I did go struggle through anxiety, severe anxiety, through COVID when it first started. So that was a lot as well. Homeschooling, now a single parent and frontline of COVID. So it was a lot. I was not picking up the camera during that time. So right before COVID actually hit, or no, right before lockdown, I was in the home buying process. I actually went to go visit a home, beautiful home. We actually put an offer in, and like the next day or two, it was locked down. So we didn't get the home, and I say everything happened for a reason. I can't imagine getting a home in COVID, frontline, homeschooling. It was going to be a lot for me. So it was fine. We didn't get the home. COVID ran its course that year. And then here comes 2022. I did pick up the home buying process, and I was able to purchase a beautiful home that I'm currently in. Thank you, Lord. I purchased my home in December of 2021. And the day I got my keys, we came in, flicked the light switch and no electricity. And it was cold. So that evening, I spent several hours talking to the electric company, trying to figure out why aren't the lights on? If was it a past due? Was it something the previous owner did, whatnot? But come to find out, it was a generator. My realtor had an electrician, and I ended up calling him the next day, and he came out and he fixed whatever was wrong with the generator, and it took him about 5 minutes. So that was the first problem. And then, like I said, it was cold. Remember, so it's December 2021. It's cold in the house. We have the heat cranked up, but it was still cold. Yes, the furnace. Furnace went out. So I just signed my life to this big old mortgage loan, and now my the furnace went out. So we had to get a new furnace, but I mean, new home, new furnace. Why not? All of 2022, I was basically getting used to living here, getting used to a new home. My kids are now back in school. I got them in a wonderful private school. Just getting used to the routine of working nights, coming home in the morning, driving them to school, picking them up from school, getting homework done, dinner ready before I had to go back into work. So it was a lot. I won't say I was anxious during this time, but it was the unknown. It was the uncertainty. I wasn't sure. I made it happen, obviously, but again, it wasn't a time for me to just pick up the camera. I was just making sure my kids were straight. I'm big about academics, and from my kids going to a public school, being homeschooled, and then going to a private school, huge learning curve. I'm an A-B type of mother, A and B. A and B. If you're getting C's, we're talking about let's shut off the cell phone, let's shut off the game system. You know what I mean? I focused on my kids' school, made sure they were doing good in school, getting good grades, and like I said, just 2022, I was just living life, being in the present, being in the now during that time for my kids. Fast forward to 2023. So the beginning of every year, it's like, what's your New Year's resolution, your New Year's goal? And mine has always been to like lose weight, get physically fit and whatnot. I always work out. That's one thing. I always work out. I never but I don't always work out to lose weight. I work out on a regular basis for my for my mental, for my psyche. It's my therapy, it's my stress reliever, it's my anxiety medication. So I always work out, but I wanted to finally lose weight. Like my daughter's 7, I'm still holding on to several pounds, and so that was my plan of 2023. But the Lord had different plans for me. He wanted me to grow spiritually, get closer to him. And that's exactly what I did in 2023. That's exactly what I did in 2023. It's amazing. The Lord, he's my best friend. It's like I became closer to him. I was reading my Bible more, daily devotions. I found several podcasts, several YouTube channels, spiritual, faith-based YouTube channels that I followed, and just even the music that I listen to. It's more gospel, Christian, faith-based music. I learned to cut people off that weren't, aligned with my life, aligned with me spiritually, mentally. But yeah, I just grew closer to him. He's my best friend. I can't imagine living life without him. I put him first, number one to anything and everything that I do. I run everything past him. Any questions, concerns? It's like, Lord, what's up? Tell me. Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go up? Do I go down? Do I sign it? Do I not sign it? It's like I don't entrust my own decision making. I put everything in the Lord. Yeah, I grew closer to him, and I began to question my purpose in life. It's now December 2023. I was sick for 3 weeks. I don't know what virus was going around, but I had that cough for like 3 weeks. I was laying in bed, and I've been praying for several days, like, Lord, tell me what my purpose is. What am I supposed to be doing right now? I have my house, my kids are great, my career is great. I found you now, like you are a priority in my life. Like, but how can I give back to you? How can I spread your word and live truly in my purpose? Why am I here? One night, like I opened up my YouTube page. And I haven't opened up my YouTube page in a long time. The only social media that I have right now is YouTube. I cut off Facebook my son's 12, so I cut off Facebook almost 12 plus years ago, Instagram 7 plus years ago, TikTok about 2 years ago. So the only social media platform that I have is YouTube. And like I said, it's my YouTube page and recommendation is full of faith-based YouTube channels, which is amazing. But I went to my page and I see the comment section. I see the engagement of other subscribers and discussing like boards and studying for the boards and first NP role and applying for, NP position. And I was like, oh my gosh, these people are engaging without me. One comment was asking like, where are you? Where you been, Harriet? Where are you? Are you coming back? And I'm like, oh, yes, I am. So I asked Lord, if this is what you want me to do, I'll make it happen. You know what I mean? And I'm here today. I'm sitting in front of this camera. And I believe this is what he wants me to do. The Lord has guided me and held my hands through these years, through the ups and downs, through the what ifs, the anxiety, the doubts, the fears. He held my hand. He gave me the strength. And I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here when I tell you happy, in peace. I'm 36 years old, almost 37, but 36 years old. And when I tell you just last year, I finally experienced peace. And once you experience peace, when I tell you, it's the best feeling. The calmness, just the calmness in your life, your daily routine, and at the same time putting him first. It's unreal. It's like you're unbothered. You're unbothered by this world. I could sit here and say that I am genuinely happy where I'm at as a mother, as a nurse practitioner, just me. I am happy, and I am happy to be back, which leads me to discuss the future of this channel. I don't want you guys to think that healthcare is easy. It's not easy. I've learned to put the Lord first. He holds my hand and he guides me outside the hospital and inside the hospital. When I tell you, I'm praying when I leave to go to work, on the way to work. Once I get to work in the parking lot, I'm praying. I'm praying walking into the hospital. I'm praying during my shift. I'm praying in the morning when I leave the hospital. When I tell you, he has helped me just live a better life, a better overall, genuinely happy, peaceful life with my career. And like I said, as a mother, as a friend, a sister, daughter, it's like when you put the Lord first, when I tell you, you can live a perfect life. You will learn that your ups and downs, they're not your battles. The struggles, he's only testing you and getting you ready for something big. The seasons that you go through, it might be a down season, but when you put the Lord first, the positivity that you have, it's unbelievable. It's at the same time, work-life balance is crucial, especially when it comes to a career that is very hard, not just healthcare, just careers that are very hard, time-consuming. Work-life balance is crucial. So when I tell you my that work-life balance, I mean, I don't keep it balanced. I don't keep it equal. I don't. Work is down here and my life is up here. You know what I'm saying? That's how I live. That's how I have it now. First of all, I'm a child of God first. Then I'm a mother. Then I'm a nurse practitioner. My job allows me to, live at that level of putting my life first. I work 7P to 7A in the hospital. And when I tell you 7 o'clock, when I turn my pager off, I turn my Epic notification to like do not disturb. And now there's an option that we don't even receive messages. Once I turn those on, healthcare is behind me until it's my next shift. Like I put it behind me. It's like I'm able to just shut it off, put it behind me, and then focus. When I'm home, I focus on my home. I focus on my kids. I focus on myself. So with that being said, obviously this channel is going to be about nurse practitioner stuff. It's the reason why I started the channel. It is my career. I would love to continue to give you a glimpse of my life as a nurse practitioner. Any questions that you guys may have, I would love to answer them, the best that I can through my experiences versus, just looking up information for you guys. I would love that. But at the same time, like I said, I am a child of God. I am a mother and a fitness enthusiast. So you're going to see glimpse of, just like a day in a life videos or how I balance, being a mother, working nights, and also fitness. Fitness is my hobby. I have a home gym. I go to the YMCA, but you're going to see glimpses of workouts that I do because it's my hobby. I love to do it. I've been lifting weights for almost 15 years. I'm currently on a weight loss or fat loss journey. I've started Weight Watchers. Like I said, I want to be transparent and honest with you. This is my life. This is NPHP's life. So I want to show my workout routines, and then how I'm managing. I started Weight Watchers December 8th and I'm down 10 pounds. I'm just ready to get my life back just physically now. Spiritually, I feel like I am where I want and where I need to be. But now, and mentally, I'm where I'm at and where I need to be. But physically now, I'm trying to get it together. So yes, that's going to be the future of this channel. I will also love to end each video with a Bible verse that fit where I'm at currently in my life. And today's Bible verse is Proverbs chapter 3, 5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not onto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. Lean not on your own understanding. We are not running this race on our own. We are not living this life on our own. Yes, we all have a purpose, and there's obstacles that we do have to go through to figure out that purpose, but we will find it. We have to grow closer to the Lord spiritually and find what our true purpose is, and he shall direct your path. And when I tell you that's what he did, and that's why I'm here sitting in front of this camera, and it's just amazing. And you will get this feeling of just certainty when you know God is moving in your life, and the ease of things. When I tell you just the ease of my home buying process, the ease of just now at work, the anxiety where it's like I give the Lord my fears, my doubts, my anxiety, my problems, I give it to him. He's asking for them. And I don't want them. I'm giving them to him, and he could have them. And he guides me in the right direction. I pray for strength. I just want to continue to be the best person that I can be, the best Harriet that I can be, the best nurse practitioner, the best mother, the best sister, daughter, best friend. And I'm happy to be sitting here today, back in front of this camera, to help you all with your journey of becoming a nurse practitioners, future nurse practitioners, future nurses, current nurse practitioners, because we don't have a close-knit community. We don't. And I want to build that. I want to be able to build that. So that concludes this video. I'm back. I'm happy to be back. I hope you guys are all happy to see my face, your favorite NPHP. Leave some questions in the comments. What do you guys want to see, hear, watch? What questions do you have? I know you guys enjoyed like the cross-cover pages that I get during the nights, and that'll be a future video. But yeah, drop some questions, some concerns. Stay tuned for the next video. We'll be talking about, should you become a nurse practitioner in 2024? Maybe not. See you in the next video.